It's almost July, so it's time to talk about everything you need to know if you have a trip coming up to Universal Orlando Resorts this July. If you're new to our channel, we cover everything you need to know happening in the parks in 10 minutes or less. We cover all the big things. There might be small things like a restaurant closure at one of the resorts or something that we forget to cover, but we cover everything from ride closures to events happening to parades, all of that, all the important stuff that you want to know happening on your trip. Starting off first with ride closures. So over at Islands of Adventure, we're going to have 2 ride closures. The first one is Jurassic Park River Adventure. It has been closed since early 2026 and will not open until the end of November in 2026. You also have Pterodon Flyers that has been closed since about the end of February, but it says it's finally opening back up on July 3rd, so hopefully that stays true. Okay, over here at Studios, let's talk about the refurbishments happening over here. We have Po Live and Po Kung Fu Training Camp, both set to reopen on July 4th. They close at the end of May. We also have Finnegan's. That is not going to open until the end of 2026, along with the horror makeup show that is also closed that will not open until the end of 2026. If you are going to Epic Universe or Volcano Bay in the month of July, they have no closures or refurbishments set at either one of those parks. Okay, moving on to events, parades, and night shows, I have a lot to catch you up on with this. Starting off over here at Universal Studios, we have the Mega Movie Parade happening every single night in July at 7 p.m. We also have the sensational night show that happens behind me on this lagoon every single night at 9 p.m. in the month of July. While there are no events coming up at the month of July here at Universal Studios, HHN does start in August, so you're going to notice things like the trusses set up, different props set up throughout. They'll be setting up in the park sometime mid-July is usually when it starts. We already have seen trusses set up today when we walked in, so I'm sure there will be a lot more if you have a trip booked at the end of July. Over at Islands of Adventure, you have the Hogwarts Always show that happens on the castle each night in July. It starts at dusk and continues on until park close. It's about a 5-minute show and they just play it repeatedly throughout the night. Epic Universe is kicking off a night show on July 7th that is called Universal Celestial Good Night. This night show is going to have fireworks, dancing fountains, and millions of lights. I'm sure so much more. We're so excited to check out this night show. Moving on to City Walk. City Walk's going to have their summer concert series happening on Saturday nights in July. They're also going to have soccer celebrations happening through July 19th. Okay, let's talk about some other experiences happening around the parks this summer. You have Volcano Bay nights over at Volcano Bay. This is select Thursday and Friday nights in July. This event's going to give you shorter wait times. You get a free freestyle cup while you're there. There's going to be a DJ, live music, lots of characters, and so much more. This is not an event you're going to want to miss. Volcano Bay is our favorite water park. We absolutely love it. So this is something we've been wanting to check out, and we just honestly still haven't. So maybe we will see you there in July. Universal Studios, Epic Universe, and City Walk are all also going to have 4th of July festivities happening on 4th of July. In the evening, some of them are going to have fireworks shows. There's going to be stilt walkers, DJs, lots of extra characters out, and a lot more. So make sure you check out those events if you're staying here on 4th of July weekend. Studios is going to have 2 experiences you're not going to want to miss out on checking out. So they have the Jaws tribute that is happening right across the bay over here at Richter's Burger Co. And they're going to have different props you can check out, photo ops, different themed food and drinks. It is honestly so fun. They had it last year and we enjoyed it so much. You also are going to have Spielberg Summer Blockbuster Experience. This experience, I got to go check it out. There's a lot of props from everyone's favorite movies in there. You also get a sneak peek at his new movie. It is a really cool exhibit. If you're into all those kind of films like Jaws, E.T., Jurassic Park, some of the classics, you're definitely going to want to check it out while you're here. I think it's perfectly timed that I'm about to say this because we're going to talk about weather and crowds. The weather app is extremely untrustworthy. For instance, it is currently 4:22. It said it was going to start raining at 6 p.m. even just 15 minutes ago when I checked. But I just felt a raindrop. I don't know if you can see the sky getting dark, but it is getting very dark over that way. So I have a strange feeling it's going to start raining here any minute. Like I said, the weather app is extremely untrustworthy, so just pack your go with the flow attitude because genuinely it could rain at any moment. You can't trust what it says, and it's summer, so most afternoons there's going to be a little bit of rain. The good news is a lot of people will ditch the parks, they'll head back to the resort, they just don't want to deal with the rain. But if you can hang out, catch a show, which Universal has so many good shows, if you can catch a show at one of the parks or go grab some food at a restaurant and just chill for a few minutes, the rain usually passes pretty quickly. You can enjoy some shorter wait lines at the park. Along with the rain, you are also going to have heat. It is hot. As you probably could tell, I'm starting to cool off a little bit, but I'm dripping in sweat. It is just hot. There's no way around it. It is 100 degrees almost every day here in July. So just be ready for that. Bring your fans, bring your cooling towels, get some AC, don't overdo it, hydrate, all those things. Now, let's talk about crowd levels. Crowds are actually not as high as you might think in July as they are in other months. Yes, school is out, but the crowds are actually down because of the heat. A lot of people avoid between the heat and hurricane season. They kind of put off coming here and they'll go during fall break or spring break, or they'll pick other months to come. If you do want to avoid the crowds, 4th of July is probably the weekend that I would avoid in the month of July overall. But towards the end of July, as school starts back up, the crowds are usually a lot lower as people are preparing for school and getting their kids in session, so there's not as many people at the parks. Currently 4:30 on a Monday, and I was gonna give you some wait times as an example, but a lot of the rides are going on delay because I have a strong feeling that there was lightning seen in the area. Again, as you can see, these clouds are moving in very quickly, but just looking at it, it looked like Gringotts was at 60 minutes, which is a little high for Gringotts, but it's still not that insane. If you have Express Pass, you're gonna blow through a lot of these lines. A lot of the other rides other than Gringotts and Mummy here at Universal Studios specifically are all 20 minutes or under right now. All right, and that is everything you need to know if you have a trip coming up to Universal Orlando Resorts in the month of July. If you are coming, we hope you have safe travels and a happy vacation. Make sure you are subscribed to our videos so you do not miss one. If you are an HHN fan, our next update video will be in August, which means we will be talking a lot about HHN.